Thank you very much. Give me a chance to speak while seated. Our experts, led by Dr. Taj Al-Kazin, Dr. Den Majog, and the rest, the dignitaries that are here, thank you. I will go straight into this. My first point is the constitutionalism of the decision of the government of the Republic of South Sudan to go ahead with their resolution from the Council of Ministers on the 13th of May and many other Council of Ministers to go ahead and have these MOUs with the Egyptian about dredging our rivers. I wanted to ask Dr. Salwa, particularly as an expert in law, PhD in law, am I right to say that the government of South Sudan acted without any constitutional framework that governs or guides the usage and utilization of water resources in the country, and that there are no national laws through acts of parliament to guide this government in utilizing the water resources and managing water resources, and that they made this resolution, signed these MOUs, brought the machine into the country without any extensive feasibility study, without any public consultation, without any parliamentary approval. As a law expert, are you telling me this is what this government did? Number two, why is this government doing these things? Why is the government acting out of legal vacuum? Is basically, according to them, to do two things. One, floods mitigation. Two, river navigation. River navigation. Flood mitigation. We have heard from you, Dr. Taj, Professor Taj, that canals and dredging are not the solution to floodings. Why is it that this government cannot build dams, reservoirs, man-made lakes, dikes? Instead, why can they embark on agricultural schemes like a wind rice scheme that can mitigate floods, if floods is the driving force of signing all these MOUs with the Egyptian? And if it is river navigation, who told them that the people of South Sudan are not satisfied with roads, railroads, and airways? What happened to those roads that were promised? The railroads, the airports, and the airstrips. Why are we disturbing our environment, our suit, with our steamers, when we can use roads in a very large country and very few people? Only 13 million people in a country the size of Kenya and Uganda combined. Okay, if they say dredging solves the flooding, what if the dredging happens this year and next year the water comes a lot from the Lake Victoria, the Ginger dams is open, and Sudan decides to close Jebel Aulia to stop the flooding to go into Khartoum? Where will this water go to? All this water that will dredge into the White Nile, where will it go to? It will come back and still flood us. Okay, instead of us concentrating on our internal solution, I want you in your answers to try and clarify for us as concerned citizens in such a manner, and why they have not considered science before politics. And to finalize it, like my colleague before, I would like to thank the President of the Republic, Comrade Salva Kiir Mayardit, for his decision against many others within the government, within the Council of Ministers, and within the presidency, to say, let's have a break and let's consider science, let's do the feasibility study, let the Ministry of Environment do its mandate to protect our country, our people, our resources, and our future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those were pure comments to set the stage. There are a lot of questions to be answered.